Hey, good morning, guys. This is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. Look, I want to give a quick coaching tip because there's something that um, really causes me issues when I come in sometimes. So I'm dyslexic and I'm ADD and I'm very impulsive, right? So this is for the people who, if you have an easy time staying on process, and I'm going to make this short because again, an attention span thing, right? Uh, if you have a hard time staying on process, right, it's very hard to do that if you are impulsive, right? So it's 5 in the morning, 5:06 a.m. I just walked in my office and I look, and let me give you some context. I've come into the day and I think we're bearish. I think we're going to test lower, right? And I came in, and this is where I walked in right here. I'm going to draw the line on this chart. This is the chart I'm focused on. And it looks like this. Okay, right here's where I walk in. So a couple of things happened to me, and this is important. First of all, I see that I haven't missed a turn. I was asleep and making my cup of coffee and all that, but this is where my entry was, right? This white bar down. So let me give you context. We're underneath the 200. We're underneath the 100. All the Keltner channels are pointed down. All the momentum's to the downside right now. Okay, all the momentum's to the downside, and Globex low is over here, and it sure feels like we're just going to take out Globex low. And we're right here at 200. Now, I almost took this trade, right here at 25,202. I almost shorted this, right? Now, technically, I would have made money. 202 to 187 is about $200 or $300 a contract. Fantastic, right? The problem is it's not on process. And what I'm doing here is setting myself up for failure, right? So let me tell you what's going through my head. We're down 56 points, and I can see by the time we get to 8:30, we could be down 200 or 300 points. It's totally possible, right? Again, it's different than the market we had a couple weeks ago. And what I want to do is I want to capture that money, right? I want to capture that money. And if I don't slow myself down, yes, I would have made money here, but look if I had done it earlier here. Like if I'd shorted here and thought we were going down 200 or 300, and I get smoked for 50 points, right? What if I thought that over here? Oh, we're going to go lower. I get smoked for 20, 30 points, right? That's a lot of money. It's $300, $400, $500, $600 a contract, $1,000 a contract. So what happens is I have conviction about which way we're going, right? I can see that we're probably going to come down and take out this Globex low that was set in Asia over here to the left. And my brain works so fast in seeing that potential outcome that I can't tolerate waiting for the setup to come, right? Now, if I stop myself, right? If I stop myself and go, wait a minute, I'll make money if I stay on process, I'm okay. But what happens is the emotion and the intensity gets so strong that I can't flip off of it, right? So here's what I do. So first of all, I didn't take the trade. I almost did. I almost took the trade and I stopped myself. Very important. So I have a list here. And the first list is that the first trade of the day has to start out on process, because how I start my first trade, one of two things are going to happen. If I start off process, I'm going to have to spend a lot of energy getting back on process. So I don't want to do that, right? Even if I'm right this time, it's wrong most of the time. Okay, so number one, trade, and every trade on process. It'll save me. I promise you, it'll save me. Number two, right? Number two thing. I believe I will get a setup and make plenty of money. I'm writing it down as we speak. And, important, right? I will get the setup that I'm looking for, right? Every day. If you don't believe that, right? If that sentiment isn't in you, there's already a problem to start with, right? If you pit the goal is to make the money, but the money comes behind the process, not vice versa. And here's what's going to happen if I take this trade. First of all, because I'm off process, I can't relax. I'm going to be anxious. That's going to set the tone for the rest of the day, right? I'm going to have to work against that anxiousness for the balance of the day. And then secondly, I need to prove to myself that if I take the process, if I work the process, how would I do? So this is what I do. Since I'm wanting to short, and I rarely short, but this is the environment to short it, okay? What we're going to focus on, I'm going to take all this off, and I'm going to go to my other screen. Let me see if I have it over here, 40, 60, ES. Let's go to the 60 tick. Go to the 40 tick. Here, this chart's a little bit cleaner. We're going to erase all the lines off of it. I'm going to get rid of all the copying. Hold on a second here. Let's see. Analysis. Let's go to chart settings. Let's get rid of all the drawings. There we go. All the drawings are gone. Boom. There, clean chart. So this is easier to see for most people once you clear it off, right? And okay, so let's go do this. What I want to see is if I got, let's say I stayed up all night long and I didn't trade. I took the white bars down, and I had an additional requirement. The white bar had to be on the turn, and I'm going to be in Asia, right? So I'm going to start right over here. This is my warm-up, right? Trade 1. Trade 2. White bar's down. If they extend 2 bars, that's about 10 to 15 points. So $200 to $300 a contract, plus you leave your trailers for the roll down. So notice I get nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. No big deal. I still got my money over here to the left. I don't care about this move unless I can get it with a trailer left on. My goal is not to capture everything in the world. My goal is to get paid, right? So guessing costs money, not guessing doesn't cost money, right? So watch, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to come over here, stop. Okay, so I gave back some of my money. Each of these stops cost about 18 points. Okay, if you look, it just shouldn't reverse like this. So it should be this. Here to here. So that's 39 to 60. It's 20 points. Okay, so I've given back some of my money. Nothing, 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 nothing. I'm going to take, these are hard times to trade, by the way, the 2 a.m. on the 24 tick. I'd probably move to an 18 tick early in Asia, right? Oh, you know what? Excuse me. Here, let's do this. I apologize. I forgot. There's the ADD. One important thing. Put it on the right bar period. Let's go to 24 tick. And man, we're rolling down good, and that's still okay. Let's do this again. Here we go. We'll go back here. This looks a lot better now. Wow, sorry, wrong chart. Apologies. It was way more than 15 points on those. So let's start it over again here. We'll erase our lines. Here we go. So we're somewhere in Asia over here. I'm looking for the white bar down on the turn. There's Ord's variance. So white bar, green bar down. Obviously they paid you very nicely, right? Way more than 20 points, right? Green bar down on the turn. Let's see, white bar, that's a stop right there. So it's 1, 2, 3 wins, right? White bar on the turn. White bar on the turn, that's scale and stop because I would have left the trailer. Okay, we're clearly impulse move above the 200 and the 100 here. So even if I got the trade, it would be considered scalps until I get back underneath the 200. So it's here, and you got a little scale and stop on that. You don't get the turn, not surprising, over the 200. Again, same thing here. I do not know that I would have taken that unless I have some other structure that I'm looking at from a different angle. But just from the above or below, definitely right there. Orange again, these do not reprint, right? They don't stop and reprint. Here's what's important, right? Come down, right? Come all the way up, white bar down, extension to the downside. Okay, now I have my brain prepped for what I am looking for. I'm looking for white bar on the turn. This is in bear market conditions or down market conditions, however you want. And I'll prepare myself for each one of these. Like if I were going to continue this video, and I'm not because it's going to exceed my time limit, right? Double squares for the longs, right? That's what and if you look overnight, right? Now you go, and again, these don't print and then unprint, right? They stay there, win, lose, or draw. Once that algo prints, right? So see these green bars with a square above the 200 work much, much better on the turn. You'll notice we don't get any. So look, let me jump back real quick. Look, it changes, and this adapts with it, right? So here I am, right? And what do I want? I want blue square on the turn with a variant of a green bar, but above the 200, right? Above the 200. Don't get it, don't get it, don't get it, don't get it, don't get it. And you don't get any of it before it rolls back over here. But that's what I'm looking for, guys. So that's the 2-minute tutorial on getting my brain prepped for the day so I'm not impulsive. This move over here does not matter, even though you could say I saw it, right? I don't care if I saw it. Let me tell you why. I've done this so long. For everyone that I guess right, I guess 20 wrong, and it kills my P&L, right? This little, getting these moves wrong, guessing them wrong, costs an enormous amount of money. And I have no desire. You can see we just took out Globex low. And so at any rate, that's my 2 cents about that. And if you're studying, guys, for team members in the room, you can strip this down as much as you need, right, so that you can see the specific setups. I want to show you how to do that. If you go into your trader, right, and just come in here and block ID 61 through 50 through ID 7, these numbers 35 through 41, just turn them off. You'll get rid of all the diamonds, and if you want to turn off the stars, you would turn off the sellings. So just say buyer, buyer, selling, 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 selling. That's IDs 11, 35, 62, 18, and 36. Anyways, that's the coaching session for this morning, guys. Let's have a great day. I'm ready to have a great day, and I'm quite confident that I will have a great day. Okay? I don't need every single turn. I just need the trades that'll pay me, and I'm very confident that I'll get them. So have a great day. Let's go.